I'm David Weaver. I'm the CEO here at the South Plains Food Bank, and welcome to the Food Bank. Today we're here to celebrate a special gift that the National Letter Carrier Association gives to us every year. It's time for the 26th annual Letter Carrier Food Drive. This is the nation's largest one-day food drive. Over time, it's raised over 70 million pounds of food. Last year, it helped us raise around 30,000 pounds of food. It comes at a really critical time of the year when our food inventories are running low. The letter carriers step up every year and ask people to donate food from their pantries. And on May 12th, during their regular route, they'll pick up food that's left by the mailbox and they'll bring it back here to the food bank. And that food, in turn, will be put into food boxes that go and help people throughout the South Plains. Each year, we serve over 57,000 people, and we couldn't do it if we didn't have partners like the National Letter Carriers Association and our local letter carriers, and also if we didn't have a community that really reaches out and wants to make sure that nobody in our community goes hungry. So at this point, I'd like to turn things over to Mayor Dan Pope and also to Wayne Jumper, who's representing the letter carriers. And Mayor Pope has a special proclamation that he's going to make for us.
Thank you, David. It's wonderful to be here. You pretty much stole all my talking points there, David. So I'll have to make some.
I thought those were my
I have to make some up here, but I do want to first of all talk about how important it is that our citizens fill these bags up. Okay, I was telling Wayne that I saw ours at home hanging on the pantry door, and we'll get it out on Saturday. So it's this Saturday, May the 12th, and that's when our letter carriers will be participating in this national effort, and it's critical to our community. As David mentioned, this is the time of year we're thinking about graduation and summer, and we sometimes forget about the neediest in our community who rely on what the South Plains food in our region, not just our community, but who rely on what the food bank does every day. I've often described Lubbock as a we community. We help our neighbor. We look out for those less fortunate. It's not about me, it's about we. And I think that's a great example of this. In this case, it's being exhibited by our friends from the U.S. Mail, but particularly from our letter carriers and the Letter Carriers Association. So it's a great day in Lubbock, Texas. It'll even be a great day in Lubbock, Texas on Saturday. Please, if you would, make sure that you take time to fill your bags, and let's get them out on the front porch. And Wayne will give us some details. Please help. Well, let me read this proclamation first. Then I'll turn it over to Wayne. Wayne said once I turn it over to him that I will not get the microphone back. So, thank you. So we've got special recognition today. You guys are somewhat familiar with this, the format. It's from the city of Lubbock. Whereas Feeding America estimates that there are 96,000 food insecure individuals across the South Plains, and the South Plains Food Bank is feeding 57,000 of those individuals who are in need of humanitarian food assistance in their daily lives. And whereas the South Plains Food Bank depends on food drives and donations to ensure they have sufficient resources to help people in need, to alleviate hunger, and to give hope to those who are hungry or food insecure. And whereas the National Association of Letter Carriers 26th annual Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive provides an opportunity for our citizens to place donations of non-perishable, non-glass food items next to their mailboxes this Saturday morning for local letter carriers to collect these items during their regular mail deliveries, whereby these items are to be donated to the South Plains Food Bank to help address hunger issues in our city and in our region. And whereas it is appropriate to express our appreciation to Lubbock's letter carriers for organizing Saturday's food drive, to thank them for supporting our local South Plains Food Bank, and to recognize them for their participation in the National Association of Letter Carriers Annual Food Drive, the largest one-day food drive in the United States. Now, therefore, we, The mayor and the city council of the great city of Lubbock do hereby recognize Saturday, May 12th, 2018, as National Association of Letter Carriers Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive Day in Lubbock, and to urge all of our citizens to donate generously by placing non-perishable, non-glass items in these yellow bags next to their mailboxes on Saturday morning. This recognition is dated this 10th day of May, 2018, signed by the mayor and the members of the Lubbock City Council. Please help me welcome Wayne Jumper. Mr. Jumper.
That's for me. These are my talking points. No, I think everybody out there, we all know somebody who's been in need at one time or another, and they're the reason we do this. As David said, last year we raised almost 30,000 pounds. Nationwide, last year was over 80 million pounds. The year before, over 75 million. We've been doing this since around '83, and since then we've raised over 1.6 billion pounds nationwide to help these people. So last year was 30,000 pounds. I think we can do better than that this year. If everybody just step up and help us do it, that's all we need to do. Thank you.
Thank you, and this pretty much concludes the formal part of it. I will say in terms of foods that we're looking for, this year we're particularly needing grain items like pasta, cereal, box items. We always love beans and rice. Those are just staples that we love. We'll take anything, but those are some things that we're particularly short of right now, so I encourage people to make those donations if they have the option to do that. So thank you for being here, and I'm sure any of us would be happy to answer questions if you've got any questions, and that concludes it.